Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cannon Crispy's War and the East 2 once more. So we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment. I'm just waiting for the adverts to stop and the action to begin. It's going to go ahead and share the link here so that others may be able to join if they so wish to do so. But I do hope you're all doing well, and we'll get started momentarily. So do bear with me 2 minutes and we'll be good to go. There we are. Now, I can imagine for a couple of you, you've seen the eclipse today. So, let Guts know where Griffith is, and he can go kick some ass. But let me go ahead and just share the final link here, and then we'll go ahead and get going. You guys certainly deserve it. The people demand it, and who am I not to offer? There it is. There we are. Okay. Let me go ahead and reveal, and we'll be good to go here in a moment. So, I believe I do have AI set to assist right now, actually, in fairness. Excuse me. In terms of the actual air directors that we have, it's not going to make a grand old difference. They sure as heck need editing. They sure as heck do. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the air groups are doing then. So let me remember the hotkey. Though I may have it set to... Alright, air doctrine. Give me 2 moments here. Been a little while since I've played around with the air. Okay, there we are. That's what I was looking for. Okay, now I can actually see what we're doing. Just 1 moment here. Apologies there. I'm observing Ramadan with my wife. So I've only just eaten rather quickly. So I just had to clear my throat a little bit there. When you have something spicy, you kind of get stuck there. So, Chaplain, on the path, I'm watching their NASA coverage of the eclipse. That's pretty cool. How you doing there, Grim? Good to have you, my man. So in terms of what we're looking at here, it's the 1st of December. What weather are we looking at right now? I'm seeing here snow. Let me go ahead and find that weather report. Info screens. There we are. So, in terms of the air, we have snowfall. It's not quite as bad as blizzard, but it's not particularly great either. So, honestly, there's not much to be lost here by not flying. Excuse me. Okay. Let me see, can I do it through here? Yeah, rest. There we go. Yep, so we're going to have them stood down and rest. In terms of where they actually are, I think I'm going to go ahead and actually have them moved around here. Yeah, too bad George Evans of the snow, not Finns of the snow. Yes, that's true. That is their natural element. So we're going to go ahead and have AI Assist here activated, just so they can move them around. There we go. Honestly, that makes my life significantly easier. We're just going to have them set to rest here. I'm not actually going to make any use of them right now. But I do want them actually rested and ready to go. Though technically, if we look at command in the south, we do have a Fleego Corps over here. We're looking at a couple of Junker 87Ds. Now we do need to break out once again from Stalingrad. Having some air support would be good. Is it worth... it probably is worth it. Okay, so this group can actually be ready. We'll go for a day only. Train pilots. Honestly, it depends on our range. What do we even have at this airfield? So we have BF 109s. Having BF 109s running just air spots probably not bad. HS129s, love those ducks. Okay, it's actually a decent amount of assets over here. Excuse me. I don't recommend eating so quickly before you do a stream, honestly. But, needs as must, eh? So I have a reconnaissance group over here. They can fly. They can stay on the ground. Okay. We don't really have much in the way of air assets in the south. The Hungarians can stay on the ground. So Luftwaffe 4 is a bit of a mixed bag here. I'm going to get a little bit nittier-grittier here, just to make sure that these guys are not flying. I just want them on the ground and resting, if I'm being honest. I'm going to take a look at the logistics as well, actually. See what I can do about that. I kind of want to have things funneled more so towards certain fronts than other fronts. Okay. The remainers can stay on the ground for the most part. Well, actually, no, they can fly. They're relatively close to the front, so I can actually allow that then. It's still not going to be great. It's still not going to be great, but it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I've been playing increasingly complex war games, but this one's still intimidating. Honest to God, it's really not that bad. Like, I'm playing here and I tend to forget the game half the time. And it's not that... Honestly, it's not that difficult. I know that sounds, like, rich to say. But it's really not, honestly. Once you get a little bit of experience with the game, it just flows. There's really not all that much to have to concern yourself with. Like, right now, we're running with the air assist on, and it'll do generally what you need it to do. I am planning to actually start, like, a proper full campaign once again and actually doing, like, the air jazz in person. And we'll go ahead and just... no, I'll keep that up, because that can come in handy. Apologies. Yeah, I'm looking towards doing, like, a full campaign again in the near future. And in that, I would go into the air and, yeah, learn the game once again. Also go into just explaining things. So... let me see here. Oh, good God, yeah, okay. I thought I had the wrong map mode on, it's just no. Let me just go ahead and move out from the air phase. Let me go ahead and take a look at the dot, yeah. What do we have? So, these missions obviously not going to happen. Those missions are not going to happen. They're not going to happen. Sevastopol is under our command, which is great, so I don't have to worry about that. I forgot about these guys over here, but they're already going to be set to rest in. And you're flying out from here. I genuinely do not need this. Yeah, we don't need to be flying from here. I may even want to go ahead and have them rejiggered around, to be honest, but we'll see what we can do. I could even transfer them, but yeah. I am cancelling all the air directives here. In fairness, there's a lot more efficient ways to go about this, but I'm just doing it like that. So, not bad, sorry. Let's take a look. So we're in recon right now. In terms of what we're going to do then, let's see. What is the weather like? We've got clear, actually. Oh, we got cold in the air here. We've got, right, snowfall. What's the key to get rid of all the guys again? Let me find that. T, that'll help. They'll do nicely. Yeah, so we've got snowfall on the ground. We've got cold air here. We've got snowfall here. Snowfall, snowfall, snowfall. So all of this area here is basically snowfall. If I go ahead and double check on that weather again. Yeah, we're kind of like in this area here, aren't we? Just kind of on the cusp of it over here. and by the following week it's all going to be snowfall. So we've got a little bit of time here, but it's not great. Like, if it was over here, then that would be a lot better. Like, cold would be a lot better for us to work with, but snowfall is kind of what we're stuck with right now. Excuse me. So I've got ground support, air attack, strategic bombing, air superiority, naval patrol. And we could run ground attack with interdiction and try and hit their supplies, but honestly, it's not exactly ideal. What I think I'm going to probably look towards doing here then is just go to air support, and this is the 6th Army, isn't it? So I'll set it to 6th Army. Though I do have elements on the outside. Let me just ditch out of this real quick. So I've got 6th Army here. 6th Army is predominantly in here then. Right, I've got 6th Army. On the outside, let me just go ahead and hide that. There we go, that's what I was looking for. We've got some unassigned panzers. We've got here the 4th Panzer Army. The question comes down to, how do I want to run this? I have Junker 87s on the inside. I could even have a couple more aircraft moved inside the city here. But frankly, if I'm going to be leaving here, that's not exactly ideal. If you take a look at the actual defense fortifications, we've got defense CV, maybe about A. Or is this just telling me movement? Sorry, sometimes I do forget the game. Yeah, now we're on defense. Okay, this is basically pathetic. There's nothing there. There's really nothing there. This airfield's doomed. We actually have a greater fort level over here at 66% than we do over here at 10%, so this is basically doomed. They've only just started to dig in again. We've got some good fortifications over here at 3, but that's at a disposed position. These positions need to fall back. This is not exactly ideal. There's an armoured core over here. Great game, by the way. We're actually seeing 2 tank cores there. The question comes down to punching in or punching out. These guys got 108% fuel. They've got not a great deal of supply. So I've got the Romanian transport group over there. We have a couple of transports over here as well. Okay, might be able to make something with that. Maybe try and fly some supply in there, perhaps. This rail is not exactly overloaded. It's not really pulling that much either. We're seeing a lot more out this way. Over this way, yeah, we're seeing that we are actually good to go there, which is pretty encouraging. Oh, they could actually have a Panzer regiment assigned to them. The TOE of it is basically non-existent. But then again, you got a division here with just 80 AFVs, and let's take a look at that. We've got 56 Panzer 3Ls, we've got 11 Panzer 2Fs, 9 Panzer 2 F2s, sorry, 4 F2s. That's not a huge amount to begin with. 4 Panzer Jaeger 2. Third Panzer, I mean, obviously, it would have been a lot of wear and tear to have them moved up here like we did. Supply is not exactly grand. They're lacking on fuel. Ammunition's good. It's not a grand old sight. The FPD obviously helping out here considerably. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. Sometimes it gets in the way. Oops. There we go, that's what we call immersive. But I tell you, I do miss having a second screen, because they would make life a lot easier. But I will. So if we take a look then, where's the punch going to come from? What do we have on the inside? 76 supply, 28% fuel there for the 60th Motorized Division. The Panzer's 96 supplies, 20% fuel, 17% fuel, 18% fuel, 55 there for the 29th, 68 for the 16th, 45, 51 for the 22nd. They do have the Pioneers in there. They are rocking a cool 40 AFVs. Whoosh. A number of those are damaged. Right, the 60th Motorized is looking better than the others. The punch is going to have to come from the outside, but how is that going to be done? We're seeing infantry here. We are seeing a cavalry corps over here. It is a guards cavalry corps, so it's generally better support, or at least better equipment of us. There's not a great deal of infantry here, and I do only have to reach this position. The difficulty is that we have only a 1 hex wide corridor here, which is not ideal. This is going to cause problems too with the zone of control. And it's frankly not an easy position. So, it's really not an easy position here to be in. At least we do have 11th Panzer, at least we do have 6th Panzer. I can at least do something to help them out. They've got 10 CV to begin with. They have only about... Yeah... These guys are by far the best. They've got 100% combat prep. There's a little bit of fatigue on these guys and no combat prep. So, the shame is, it's like these guys are the closest to the front and really the one where I'd want them to be. But they're the least ready. Over here we've got the most ready, but we're also facing the greatest distance here. Granted, they do have enough fuel to go, and I do want to make sure that they've got good command. Right, so I think what we'll do then is... What do we have in terms of command then? So if I go back, not to you, to 4th Panzer though. 4th Panzer is actually overloaded right now. I do have 31 admin points. I don't know if I can actually afford to make them an assault army. How many assault armies do I have? I have a maximum of 3 here. It used to be 4 actually. So I could go ahead and actually make that into an assault army to give me a little bit in the way of points to play with. Oh yeah, I need to go ahead and just quickly ban that guy. Give me a moment. There we are. I love that I can do it on the phone. Yeah, sorry once again. Always takes me a little while to get into this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is set them to a assault army. Let me find where they are again. That headquarters, 4th Panzer Army. 4th Panzer Army, we're looking at Otto. 98675. He's not the best guy in the world. He's quite expensive to have removed. That's a problem. You've got a decent bit of support there. What I'm going to go ahead and do then is, as awful as it is for the Panzer Regiment, I need it on the field of battle. I may have it allocated to the 6th Panzer Army. Oh, the 6th Panzer actually... Sorry, Division. The 6th Panzer does have 156 AFVs though. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. It's got 108% fuel, but only 40 supply. Maybe I can fly some supplies in there. Of course, I'd have to remember how. It's been a while. You know, I might have AI on, and that's limiting me. We'll see. Okay, I don't have AI air assist on, but I can turn it on. The reduced retreat option is really interesting, actually. I haven't taken a look into that properly, but I'm not too sure how I feel about that one. Right, anyway, let's see. What MP have I got here? I've got 1032. So I'm looking at about 32 points there. You have 44. They have to cover a minor river here, which is going to hurt them. We do have clear. We've got snow on the ground. We've got light snow here. We've got light snow. 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 Light snow. 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 Okay. So the path I want to go ahead and take. Let me go ahead and get the good old drawing tools up here. I don't remember the exact numbers. I'll go ahead and check them shortly if there's an appetite for it. I know people generally like to see that stuff. So what I'm going to go ahead and draw out here is the impediment. So that's going to add on to our MP cost. I don't remember exactly where the snow is, but let's say this is snow. I think this may have been light snow if I'm right. But anyway, this is light snow here. I think this is snow. I think this is light. Let me double check. Light snow. We are in a hex. with snow. Snow. I feel like I'm saying that. Severus. Severus. Snake. Snake. Ah, that's it. Snake. Snake. Severus. Snake. And it's not for any real desire, but it does matter here. That light snow makes a difference. In terms of MP. The difficulty is we do have that zone of control, so for what I may gain by going around, I'm going to lose to zone of control. But frankly, we've got, like, what, these divisions here, and that division. This one we could maybe do something about. There is a division here of guards. These are just, and we've got it here, just a rifle division, rifle brigade. Maybe I could knock this away and maybe clear a bit of a pan. That's going to be hard, though. I do have at least the 3rd Panzer here. These guys have significantly less room. But they are still here and there's still a Panzer. But they've got quite a bit of fatigue, though. Further back, we do have the 3rd element of the 5th Romanian. We do have a 2nd, but they're not ready right now. Unready. Let me go ahead and clear that. Ignore that for now. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is just do what I should have done to begin with. So we'll take the 4th Panzer Army over here. I'm going to go ahead and have you set to assault. Like so. Now you can handle a little bit more. You're under the 2nd Romanian. See, this is the problem, is that they're over here, but... Anyhow, I'm going to have the 203rd Panzer Regiment assigned here. So we'll go up to 181. And the Panzer Regiment... predominantly Panzer IIF, which, yeah. We've got 3 Panzer 4Fs there. That was actually amazing. A motorcycle squad and a couple of pioneers. Nothing spectacular there. What core do I have in this area? Because I'm going to need something to work with. But anyway, we've got that done. I can't for the life of me recall how to actually set the airdrop up. Honestly, I'm bloody forgetful when it comes to this. So, what have we got here? I've got some guns. Though I can have them dropped in there directly rather than like that method. Frankly, this is not great. Let's go ahead and set this up to very high. This also to very high. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with this. A whole hell of a lot. Hey, done that. We need depots here. Really needed more depots. Alright. Where you can build a depot, it is worth doing. Frankly. I don't know about here. There's a bit of a caveat to that. Right, what I'm trying to do here then is just enable us to have something to actually have supply moved into. So it's just the distance between them is less. But there's not all that much to do. So I think that's about it in terms of like the general ideas. We'll just have to set the things out now. So I want to have some recon really focused around here to be ideal. This is a fairly large area. We're going to have a decent bit of recon from just being in contact with the enemy. More would be better, especially around this area. This is a bit of a known factor. I mean, there's not actually that much around us immediately. Like, these are kind of blowovers. Yeah. But it's this area here. This is the area of danger. So, what I'm going to do is, let's see about that point there. And I will go ahead and take, is it the flop 4? I think it is. Recon here. Is it the flop 4? The flop 4, yeah, that's right. I'll go ahead and grab a recon mission. The flop 4. Granted, that's a very large area that's apparently covering here, which is not exactly ideal. And strategic, no. What do I have in the area? Hatefully good call. Oops. Yes, of course, it has to be over enemy territory. Sometimes I do forget about that. Let's make that 2. Whoops. 2's about right. Maybe a little bit big. I kind of need to. Oh, actually, let me just go ahead and take a look. Hex. Yeah, we're gonna need about 2, aren't we? No, I'm gonna go with 1. That'll about do it. Let me just confirm that for now. I'm just going to take a look at what we have in terms of assets here. Just clean assignments. Okay. Distance isn't up. And that distance is a little bit further, of course. Now we'll go for that for the recon. I'm going to want to have another directive here. So I'm going to go for ground support. No, I need that. So let me see. Let me just double check that set. Yeah, okay. Ground attack. Ground support. And we will support here. Was it the 4th Panzer Army? My memory, that of a fish. 4th Panzer Army. Go for ground support. Luftwaffe 4. 4th Panzer. It's 3rd Panzer. What the bloody hell's 4th? Where's Don? There we are. Right. Okay. I don't know if they have the range. I don't think they have a range. I will reactivate them for this. If they can even make it, that is. Just what's ever available there, really. These guys can't make it closer. They can't really either. But at least gives us something to work with. And we'll go for that. Fly weather for... it gives us at least something to work with. $380, 705 escort. Let's go for that. Alright. Yeah, so you can see we've got 387 aircraft in that, plus 105 escorts. Bit of a mixed bag there, but we'll have a flying spot there. So that's going to be about it for that phase. We'll go ahead and move into that. We'll see what we can fly here in terms of reconnaissance. We may not even have any sorties, honestly. We do have it set about 3 days in a week, but the weather just may not be good enough. Maybe I should have gone for just the full hog of 7 days, but honestly they may not have even been able to get off the ground there. And it doesn't look like they're going to get off the ground. We may not even be able to get any air support into that, to be honest. Weather may just be too poor. And no, yeah, nobody flew here so far. So with that done, we can move into the meat and potatoes of this now. This is where the boys become men, and the men become, well, men wish they were still boys. So, what do I have in terms of command nearby? You're not the best guy. He's really not good. That's a little bit overloaded. Seven, 6 there. Okay. There's way too much support down here. Yeah, exactly. I need a command. Ah, there we are. I do have Herman Bulk. Oh, he's actually really good. Okay, he'll do. 9 out of 10. What else do you have under your command? Romanian armored. And that's on the inside there. Right, so you do have commanded a couple of units there. That's both a great situation to be in and also a terrible situation to be in right now. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we're dealing with the historical Stalingrad scenario. We did have a great old pullback over here, and that's gone. It's gone better than elsewhere. It's just over here that we need to make the moves. Oh, that's pretty cool. That'd be a good watch. I'm not going to benefit from anything with them there. I also don't have a huge amount here. It's not the best mech, is he? I'm not seeing the best, am I? Ooh. I have a Panzer Command in here, don't I? Got Panzer Corps here. Panzer. I definitely do the best there. Hey, Daenerys Sarge, good to have you, my man. Yeah, some one of these too, eh? I am planning to bring back a full series. I just need to have the time for it. I was planning to do so today, I just didn't get to it, unfortunately. Who do you have under your command? Right. That's a lot of support. You've got 3 Panzer divisions, 2 motorized. That's quite a lot there. I was thinking that maybe you'd have something else into you, but you really don't. You're actually doing a lot. I need somebody. Help. Need somebody. Help. That model's pretty freaking great. Okay, so I'm gonna see what we have here. You've got, this is the guy we're looking at doing here. what do I have in terms of commanders? 7 admin points to have you ditched is really not a high price to pay. 7, 6, 6, 8, 8, 7. Oh, there's hands. 8. That morale initiative. I could get another point in morale initiative down here, but I drop a point in mech. I think it's probably okay to have a little bit more balanced. That morale initiative's good, but I mean the raw fighting. I'm gonna go for Kleeman. Kleeman Oleg. And he's got that 7s there. Was it Rouse? Hard Rouse? 8 on the politics. We'll go for Erhard. Erhard. How do you know want to pronounce it? But we'll go for Mr. Rouse over here then. Okay. We've got Von Palos out there. Replace him with Modal. Right, so we've got you. You're kind of lacking down on movement. And you are the 4th core. This man's 4th core. 4th core. They know the score. Ho ho ho. Right, 4th core. 4th Panzer Army. Let's just have you placed into 4th core if I can manage it. Kinda. They're going to be a little bit over, but it's better than being under just direct army command. 4th core. Who's 4th core commanding? Because I could probably get rid of something. Alright, so we've got a bunch of infantry here. 6 army direct. These are all 6 army. These are all 6 army. Where's the 4th corps? Right, we've got divisions over here. Just have you allocated to somebody else. Right, that'll do. Okay. So we've got that situation sorted here then. I do have my Panzer Corps. Move you up over here. So that is the 1, 2, 3, that is the 48th Panzer Corps. Have you assigned to 48th? You're going to be a wee bit out of range here. Yeah, you're out of range. Can I go back on that order there just to spare them? Wow, what? Holy hell. Okay. We'll just have to manage. Wasted quite a bit of that mobility there, but that's okay. We'll just have it there for now. We also do have this 3rd Panzer here. I can get 3rd Panzer in that. Right, okay. So at least we have something there. We do have 181 Panzers, which is actually quite formidable. I also do have a Panzerjäger battalion here. We're running up against predominantly infantry right now, which is at least something. If I could frankly get something like artillery or just men, that'd be great. Where would the first RSS be? Sturm Brigades would be really fantastic on the map. No Stugs in that. No Stugs, no problems. I think I've probably got transfers coming in shortly. RSSS, how are they pronounced? First SS Motorized Brigade. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Damn it, that's not going to be here until turn 4. I think we're on turn 3. Yep, so that'd be next turn, so that's a shame. How you doing there? Gehuk? Keyhunk? That sounds like a weight loss sort of thing. So in terms of what we have, it's not great. What can I move in the local vicinity that I can even move there? That's going to be the question. You've got artillery over here to work with, which is pretty brilliant. Now you're still commanding outside here. Well, that kind of summarizes things there, doesn't it? Not a lot you can do about it. So we didn't get any air reconnaissance. These Romanians are basically useless to me. Let's just do a little bit of reconnaissance. Oh, it's even worse than... Alright. That makes my life harder. Ah, can't we get a full attack? Ah, that's pain. Now in front of the Panzerjägers. Brings us up to 201. I could give them the artillery regiment. I don't think I've got much else of a choice there, have I? In terms of like just support I can get in there. No. Not really. Throw that in. Maybe it might help. 75s. Anyway, they're there. Does it make a difference? No. Now we're about to... Yeah, we've like been cut off at 2 turns in total. So this is not exactly a great situation to be in. Now you do have quite a bit of mobility here, which is at least a blessing. And frankly, I shouldn't have bothered going over this way, but hey ho. This is going to bleed. These are Romanians. I do have some German infantry over this way, but that's obviously too distant. Now, do I punch through this? I really doubt it, because we have a major river over here. It ain't gonna happen, folks. Let's go for that. I could apparently beat that. I just need to get supply in there and at least hold it open, but that's not easy. So in terms of the pocket here, we do have some fortifications around here. In terms of what I want to really hold on to, we're going to supply out mainly from these areas. Like we do have... Oh my god, why is there so much stored there? Ah, it's pain. Do I not have a depot in Stalingrad? A supply there and fuel, but not a huge amount. Over here at Gumra... Okay, it's not as bad as it seemed. But I'm not sure. It says stored there, 15,000. I think that's just like the logistical points, isn't it? But in terms of the actual raw numbers here... Fuck, that's where all the supply is over here. Jeez, that's not good. See, I don't even have a depot down here, that's the problem. If I could have held onto this, or had this, then at least I might have been able to have a depot along here, but yeah, frankly that ain't gonna happen, is it? I could get a depot here, which may be better than nothing, to be honest. Oh, I see there, Sarge. Oh, that's strange. At least it's working. Right. I've got a lot of unready troops here too. I've got to go for the absolute shortest. If I can break this here, then at least I can make something. But frankly, there's not a lot going for this right now. The rivers don't make my life any easier. They really do not. So this is frankly just bad juju. Like juju. Right, these guys have got a lot of combat prep, so they can actually make something of themselves. What can I do with like a hasty attack? A hasty attack is not likely to succeed. I want to try from inside a pocket, but then I'm going to try on the outside a pocket first because frankly, I need to break what I can break on the outside. They've got 17, I can have them moved in there. These guys, I don't know. They're just going to have to suffer. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Luftwaffe Field Division under the command of the Panzer. Desperate times. Well, the Luftwaffe can't deliver it. I could definitely beat that. Do I need to have both of them in there? Let's see. If I just have the Panzer attack, I'm not going to be able to do it. If I just have them attack, that's 20.4. If I have them attack together, it increases at 26.4. Let me go for like Masters level 2. I just want to get an idea what we're doing here. We've got a snowfall there. Those guys have only got 17, but that's still quite a bit of movement. I just need to open this up and then drive these guys out. I don't know anything about these guys right now. Can I gain anything? Right, so it's 5-10. Whether or not that's true or not. They've got at least a bit of CV. Maybe this may have been the better path to cross the river, but I think with all that's under control. So let's see. Yeah, exactly. Let me just ensure that we get this, because if I don't get this, then it's completely for naught, so we'll go for this. Right, okay, so the route, which is good. That's really nice for us to have, because if just... Yeah, okay. That is really the best result I could have asked for, to be honest. Well, their combat value was really overblown there. They had 28 apparently real. We had 207 rounded down to 152, but yeah, we'd have blasted that anyway. But that was undeliberate, so it's one of those of like, yeah, they got that because of everything there. We did have some air support there, which did help. I actually did manage to do quite good in the air there too. They didn't have any AFVs. We lost 2 AFVs on our side, so pretty good. Pretty good. We did have an AA, not the other AA, but yeah, still AA in there. Okay, so that's a good result there. Yeah, over the here it would have been great to get that rail up there. I could technically repair that rail, but yeah, it's not likely. So these guys are done for. That's it. These guys could move a little bit further and maybe do one hasty attack and that'd be about it. I could move up the division, but again, yeah, much the same. I don't know what I'm dealing with here, but it's only a brigade. I do have this element of Romanian infantry, which I'm going to go ahead and move. And there's 2 brigades, or at least 2 units there. If I can break something, like I need to break that. Now, I do have a 6th Panzer, which does have a lot of Panzers. They can actually break in there, to be honest. We know this is empty, then that's good. It's getting through there. If I could get this, then I've got that open. But this is extremely perilous. And what would we have here? Like, would that even be possible to push them back with this here? No. Yeah, I can imagine they were thrilled. See, if I could have them route out of here, that'd be good. I have to just hold this. But we will have infantry moving south. It's just this causes me problems, but it's not that bad. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Now I do have the Romanians here, which are actually looking really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, these are only like it's only a light cannon and MGs, but honestly, that's pretty good in this situation here. We really are lacking. I've got another element of cavalry here. Yeah, that's right there, shoot. Okay. I feel like this is pretty solid around this area here, actually. So, we need to just decide how we're going to pull back, which is the harder thing to do. So nobody can pull off a deliberate attack there. Okay. Yeah, break out to the knob, exactly. I'm just going to have the cavalry move in over here just to be annoying, but also because I need space. Tiny amount of stuff there. Not ideal. I'm not being funny, but the Romanians here are kind of sacrificial. We will leave Stalingrad. Okay, so these are doomed. Absolutely doomed. Maybe I should have just left the Jaegers in there, frankly. Yeah, last man out. Maybe I should put the Romanians in here. Honestly, it's not going to make a difference, is it? They're kind of screwed. They're kind of screwed. I don't know, I could maybe win that, but it's so doubtful. Yeah. I think, frankly, the way to take this is just what can get out has to get out. That gives me information there to work with. Rifle Corps and a Rifle Brigade. 27 now. I don't think there's any combat delay. No, there is a little bit of combat delay. We got a little bit there. One there, one there. I could have a hasty attack there. Or I could just fall back, which would be the better option, to be honest. I think the light snow probably better. I mean, those numbers are not right. $17. See, this is going to collapse. This is really bad. This is really bad. This is like so weak. I think I regret having moved something back from this. But then what can you do? You've got to get out what you can get out. See, this, I'm going to disband it and just pray that that supply makes it out. I'm just gonna hope this works. No. Honestly, that's not great. It's open, but barely. Whether any men will make it out of this is really not sure. It's really not certain, I should say. But frankly, in this situation, I think I need to just try and move as much as I can south for it to have a chance. especially Army Command. The main big drudge the commander's getting out, but frankly we need them out. It's because you just have the one, like the single rail lines over here. It just doesn't work very well. But this is really bad. This is definitely not like definitely good, not good. And it didn't even go that bad on the breakout. It's just obviously wasn't able to hold it. Had we been able to hold it just open, that would made such a massive difference. It wouldn't have made a lot, but it would have meant that they weren't isolated for a second turn, and that does add up. So frankly, as far as it goes for Stalingrad, it's kind of like, it's open, but it's barely open. And whatever survives is not going to be coming out great. But I have to just pray that they rout out of here. If they rout, that's going to be pretty nasty. Okay. As insane as this actually is, and I really do not advocate this, this is just unbelievably bad for them. I just need to have something here, just have something there. It kind of gives the Soviets the impression that, okay, we have something there, they kind of have to watch their flanks. And in reality, there's nothing. There's nothing there. These men are ready, but I just need them on the front line. They're just there just to act as something. Just insulation. A blade of armor, even. Yeah, just get them out. It's not good. I do have at least 2 German divisions, which are pretty big deals right now. Honestly, it does not make a difference. Yeah, no, honestly, it is pretty much that bad. They can come off the rails. But yeah, it's pretty much that bad. Yeah, exactly. Oh god. Okay, whoops. I'll send that back over here. They're all doomed. Honestly, they're all freaking doomed. I know it seems absolutely pointless, but I need to have something here. To be honest, I might as well go like that. That position here is going to be broken anyway. But I just need to have something, anything just to put a roadblock right now. This would not work against the player. The player would just rip you apart. Alright. Continuing the pullback here. Not so great for these guys. If I could get it back, get back across here, that'd be amazing, actually. Honestly, whatever I can get across here would be worthwhile. Don't drive your panzers like this, it's not good. But I am pretty desperate. Yeah, I feel sorry for them. There's really nothing else that can be done for them. Yeah. Yeah, that's in the wrong direction, yeah. The fact there's a major railroad over here is just so nice, but yeah. What do we have here? Rough terrain. Oh, see, this is a silly thing the AI does when it abandons this. I say it abandons it. Seems so, okay. Honestly, it's not the proudest moment ever, but I will... Oh, okay, they pull back a bit there, okay. Let's just call it, they've redeployed. I really want that mountain spot there, I must say. I will say that does make my life so much easier, bro. Oh, I can get that spot. Oh, nice. If we get the pot though, that'd be even better, but hey. Okay, don't count on this ever happening. It's just a total the AI being funny. Normally would never happen. But I don't know, that said, it's one of those of like, it is really nasty terrain for the zombies to fight through, so yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of say that that benefits us both, in a way. Mostly me. But that's fine. Oh, that's awkward. But I will take any mercy, frankly. We don't have a huge amount of time. We do have a little bit of time, so I'm going to kind of get things done, and we can run the turn then, eh? So we've got pushback in these areas here, which is not exactly great. But that said, frankly, losing this area, it's level 3 entrenchment though. I can honestly just make do without the rail there. For digging in again, it'd be a lot harder. I do have a love for field division at least to dig in there. On that, I believe it's on the depot. Yeah, it's on the depot. That's something. That's a really weirdly good division. Why is that so good? Like seriously, that is seriously good. That's like, it's been many years since we had something that good. That's very good. Like, what is the construction value of that bad boy? 28. Wow, that's astronomical. That's like legitimately good. Oh, that still can't move. Ah, that sucks. Have you moved to Kharkov? Hmm. These are kind of weak as hell. Oh yeah, that. Oh wow. Oh, boy. Not ideal, but not bad. Honestly, a lot of these places are like kind of comparatively luxury. Oops. And then would fall back here, basically. Knife army. Okay. Frankly, I'd want them to be below the river, and then at least have the advantage of the river. It's just Basma is going to be a bit of a problem. There's not a huge amount of like advantage to the city. It is at least some defensive. I don't think it's even an objective. It's not even an objective, actually. Does it have a rail? Yeah, it's got the rail yard. That's the only thing that makes it worthwhile. We've got the light woods there, which is about the same, frankly. So honestly, you'd like to try and limit the amount of attack vectors. Well, places they can attack from. It's going to be free. They could bring in like 9 cores or more. That could bring in more, but yeah, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Let's just give this army like a proper rest. That'd be the idea there. Yeah, so this is like taking a lot out of the front there. But the reason is just frankly you don't need it all there. $13.7. Heavy woods is so nice. Okay, so that's generally just evacuating this area. Obviously, this could be reorganized a hell of a lot better and less sloppily. Just getting these guys generally moving. Ah, this pain in the ass though. This one never gets easier. There's so much you can do to make things easier. Like just taking units like this, they're just not going to be that great anyway. You're just looking at them for like defensive purposes and no more. What did we see in terms of attack? Oh, that's interdiction, sorry. In terms of attack... Where is it again? Yeah, here. No attacks here, but no attacks here. Which makes a pretty big difference. Very weak here, on the ground. No fort? No? Looks like no fort there. I can hear there, even there's a fort. At least being begun. What we got there terrain-wise? Swamp. I don't think it actually works if it's frozen, I can't remember. Wow, they got ski brigades. That's not good. Yeah, look at that heavy woods position there where the level 3 fort's being 72. This one here in light woods at 39. This one over here, light woods as well, 35. Light woods 24. Light woods, yeah. Just the, well, obviously smaller forts. and that's a pretty good division. Main thing is giving these guys like a chance to actually build up his combat prep. It just makes such a big difference. You have to keep that separated. Like, they will get supplies in here, but that would make such a big difference if I was like reopened. But then, frankly, does it make that much of a difference? Because once I opened it up front, but then Leningrad is such a major supply center, or can be a major supply center, that you just can't be opening yourself up to an ass whooping in a way. Yeah, that 9 rail yard. Whoosh. If you just open this up, you might as well just retreat from this entire area. It's just not going to happen. Is this Pskov? I think it's Pskov, isn't it, in this area? Anything on map? Some divisions. See, all these depots need really just reorganising. This is not good. I think that's something I'd like to do when I have more time. I noticed I don't have roads on. Oh, that's roads. That's rails. Where's the roads? I've forgotten the hotkeys for roads. Never actually seen what that does. I need to look at that. Control R. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. There's a lot of roads in Germany. Kind of doesn't make all that much of a difference. Like, really what you'd want to do, I suppose, would be to march this way towards the coast. Because that's, in theory, the shortest distance you have to travel. I mean, you'd probably, like, shift things along the front line. So it's like, you are moving a division. It might not be the division you started with, but you are shifting a division down the front. Whoa! Sorry, I dropped something there. God, I'm so bloody clumsy. Apologies about that. Nearly killed myself. Right. Yeah, we'll march that way. You could even go for a port, in all honesty. Ports probably would be a good idea, I must say. Okay. Because I'd like to pull some units out from here to try and send them up this way, but I could maybe get some up that way, which would make a difference, to be honest. Especially just having anything up there would make a difference. There's not much to be gained from holding this area here. The road is useful, don't get me wrong. There's a large area that's not doing me any good. Like, that's a division holding a long stretch of line, but I don't need it. I don't need this part of the line. It doesn't do me any good. Oh, they can all get there. That's great. Yeah, these level 4 forts here are absolutely amazing. And the security divisions over here would be just better off sent towards the actual off-map, to the garrison. Or even just holding like certain positions that you don't need. But yeah, off-map would be better. So you can actually bring something else onto the map. Because they're not doing me a great deal. Well, don't have to combine. That's a shame. There we go. We have managed to move more men in there. And that's actually a fairly decent amount, like, he'd be happy to be the 7th Luftwaffe Field Division. There's a lot of Luftwaffe Field guys in here. Yeah. And he's can maintain the airfield very well. Woods, yeah. I mean, let's see. You really don't want to lose that heavy woods, it's so good. There's so little heavy woods around here. The swamp is great, but it's not great right now. How much is even moving along these rail lines? There is usage. Obviously, we're at the end of the turn, or the end of the logistics phase, pretty much. So it's like you're not going to see the actual real usage. This is like the tail end. You can tell something's well used when it's still not green. Like when it's not green at the end of the turn, that means it's being well used. Like over here, you can see that this is actually seeing quite a lot of usage, and that's because you've got the single line carrying a lot there. Yeah, you can see definitely here there's a lot of usage. That's a superior line, a double line. You can really see where the stress is in the system. Like over here, these are single lines. They really can't take that much. I forgot the numbers are. I'd have to look into it again. And frankly, that's what the fun of the game is. If I was being really honest, I'd probably turn this down to like 1, or yeah, probably about 1. Basically, just have them given minimum supplies. This is a bit of an interesting situation here when the AI pulls back, because it's like in theory you could maybe do something out here, but it sounds like an ideal. You've got a lot of woods. I'd have to read up on this area here, why there's so much in the way of heavy woods there. Yes. There's a lot of Soviets. You can't hold a contiguous front line here. It's just not going to happen. So, you surrendered a 20 VP there, that's the only problem. That's the major problem. You could probably make a good show of it. Like, have like a little enclave and try and protect Crimea somewhat. The fact that they've done this is so good because it gives you like a pretty solid area to hold on to. Why some 4 depots at 4 east of Rostov? Oh, they're just ones I just made. I want them to channel that supply that way. Reason why Ford is, if I don't even know if I can say it recall correctly. I need to look up the distance for the depots, but essentially, like, I'm going to have this is kind of like one rail line. It's going to have a lot of traffic on it anyway. But kind of what I want to have is like a daisy chain like this. As far as I recall, essentially, like, this is priority, this is priority. So it's going to send stuff here, but then it's going to also then want to draw stuff here. But because it's here, it's going to have to travel less distance. And then because this one's one, it'll try and draw from here and so on and so forth. Try and shorten the distance, but keep the priority moving in the right direction. I could be completely wrong. I'd have to look more into it, to be honest. It's been quite a while. It's not the most complex game on Earth, but I just honestly do not play it as much as I used to play it. But it's just like put on like an old pair of slippers. It might stink. You might stink even. But they keep the cold out. And that's probably why you wear them and you don't replace them. If you're looking for an analogy that makes sense, come to the wrong place. Honestly, numbers just makes all the difference in the world when it comes to like the Germans. Because this is like an area that really needs numbers. But like, where'd you draw those numbers from? Like, this is pretty damn strong. Like, heavy woods here, wow, very nice. Now, technically, I don't have to hold both hexes. It's just better if you do, because it just gives you a little bit more to work with. But frankly, there's an argument to be made for just reducing this. But then it does mean that they can come across the river, and it does put you in a more difficult position. Yeah. No, I get you. No, to be honest there, Beam, what I'd want to do is go through every depot and properly sort it out. I don't have time now, which is why I'm not changing it, but I will double check that. We'll get to that. But yeah, infantry take less supply than the armoured divisions to look after. So you can kind of get away with a lot less there. No, I get you there, Shu. The problem is when you fight in winter, it's just not good. Light snowfall you can make something of. But the thing that's really killing us here is that lack of combat prep. The Germans also do get a pretty hefty malus during the winter. But yeah, things are just really unequal right now. Because you have a lot of Germans over here in the north. You have a lot. This is pretty much all German, and then you have allies down here, and this is such a huge area to cover. And the Soviets do have a lot more men, at least in the field around here, than we do. Go to the OOB. So Soviets are running. Well, they're rocking up some 5.6. 5 active men. Obviously, got a lot of armor. Yeah, you have to work with less. It's not like the Soviets. I mean, they could probably cover every hex if they wanted to. Doesn't mean that it's a good idea, but it's more so the fact that they can concentrate more men than we can, pretty much everywhere for the most part. They're using like terrain. So it's like, yeah, essentially the winter is you just kind of hold on. and then look towards the summers, well, spring and summer, to where you can actually make something of it, and try and nibble away at them. But yeah, we are out of time here. It's an interesting setup that's going to get harder. Stalingrad is really, really precarious. It's gonna fall. And I'm gonna keep thinking about whether or not to pull back these men from Stalingrad into here. But sometimes it's worthwhile just to have something that can just weather a punch or two just to buy time somewhere else. They may attack here because it is an objective, but yeah. There's not a lot that can be done. Frankly, over here at my cop, it may be just better just to pull back, but this should last a little bit, giving these guys time to get out. You'd probably have another turn here and then you'd be pulling back out, to be honest. But yeah, there we are. Thanks for watching, guys. Do have a great evening, and I'll see you in the future. So goodbye for now. Adios. Muchachos. I'll see you next time. Do take care. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.